everybody, we have made it back up in here. Been walking for a little bit, not too long, but we're headed down this road. It's closed off, but we're parked at the gate and we're walking down. There was another car, but it was like looked like a little newer Nissan Rogue or something, but I didn't really pay too much attention to it. But I don't think they're hunting in here. They're probably out here just hiking around. But we're gonna get up in here. I'm gonna try to head on this, cut down this road right here, go back around on top of this ridge, somewhere back in through there. But hopefully sneak in here and get us a big one. So we'll catch y'all either when we see a deer on the way in or when we get in the stand. While the wind's died down, it's super windy up here. We made it to the tree, set up in the saddle. I'm gonna start doing a little bit of calling as soon as this wind dies down just a little bit. It's super windy. But I got this little flat and road bed here behind me. I didn't see any sign on the road bed this year. Or from this year. I don't know if the leaves has covered it up, but this whole flat right here, right behind me, was full of sign last year when we was turkey hunting. But last year when we was up here hunting, we had some deer come down through here, off this little point and down in here, and then they crossed down, went over the ridge behind me. But we're gonna get off here. I ain't gonna be able to get the best video if I do shoot one, just because of stupid wind. I'm able to talk a little bit louder just from the wind, but then I was able to get in here pretty quiet. The wind kind of blocked the noise. But as I was saying, video I ain't gonna do it or nothing like that yet. I ain't got a big camera, so y'all will get the shot on the GoPro. I don't know how good it will be, because if they're over on this ridge, it might not be the best quality, or I don't think it will be, but hopefully we'll have them pretty close and can get a shot on camera. But I'm gonna get off here, let this wind die down, and I'm gonna start doing a little bit of calling. See if I can't pull one out of this big laurel thicket. I don't know if they're bedded down in here yet, but I'll catch y'all either on the GoPro or give y'all an update here in a little bit. Alright guys, we're gonna start heading out. We're gonna hunt our way out of here, but I'm leaving a little bit early just because I don't know if I brought my light, and the sun's starting to go down back over here. So I'm just gonna ease my way out. My phone's getting pretty low, so I don't want to be back in here by myself without my phone being charged. So I gotta walk all the way around this ridge, back or cut around, back over here, all the way back up on top, back right through there somewhere, I think. But we'll catch y'all either whenever I get back to the car to explain it, or in the morning. So I'm gonna be hunting all weekend. Tomorrow is doe day, so it should be a pretty good day. There's a shot just down the ridge here. It's down on that private, it sounded like. It might be on public. But I'm gonna jump off of here and we'll catch y'all later. Good morning, everybody. We made it back in the stand. I was waiting for it to get a little bit more daylight around here, so y'all can see me better, but we're up here on a piece of private this morning. I got off the public. Today is doe day, and I'm hoping I can get it done. I'll probably always shoot like a younger doe if one comes out, as long as there's not a buck behind it, because it is November and the rut's in full swing right now. But I'm needing some meat. But this is what the setup looks like this morning. You got this little logging road cuts through here, cuts back up and around, and then it cuts back over the hill right through there. It's just a big steep holler all the way around. I'm gonna get off here and be quiet. I did a little bit of calling already, so hopefully something will be coming through here in a little bit. But we'll catch y'all whenever we start getting some action. We're headed out here to where Dad's hunting. He had just shot at a little one. He ain't killed a deer since probably I was born. Probably before that, so it's at least 21 years. It don't matter to me how big he is. He could be a little spot for all I care. I'm gonna walk out here too and help him look. He said he was pushing a doe, so I don't know. He said it's a bunch of branches and stuff, so he might have got it. We're gonna go down here and look for blood. But I'll catch y'all in a little bit. As y'all can tell, we're back in the saddle this morning. I'm on a different spot. I'm actually in the spot that my dad killed that one yesterday. I'll put up a picture of it here in just a second. But I got in here real early this morning, and I had a doe come around the hillside on me behind me. I was watching her. She must have smelled me or something. She went on around the ridge. So, she went on around and come back up and come around the ridge here. And I was just watching her. I put my phone in my pocket. I couldn't remember what pocket I put my phone in. And I had another small buck come in. Stopped up there. he saw me, and he trotted up and around, and I started videoing. I ended up getting my phone out and started videoing. But they went back up on behind me up on that ridge. But I'm gonna get off here. This wind is picking up, and I'd say it's hard to hear. But we'll catch y'all with either more deer videos or if anything happens. Quick little morning update. The wind has died down a little bit. As y'all seen in that last clip, just had a dog come back around me again. Now this side of the ridge, there's a big, I'm watching over a big blind, but around the top of it. Hopefully she'll have some pretty good one behind her coming in here. So we'll catch y'all in a little bit. I just rattled one in here. I wasn't even done rattling when she came in. She's got a buck behind her. He's crying. So, I had the GoPro set up right here to get the angle of me shooting. I just shot that deer. He wasn't a big buck at all, but I think I've had this deer on camera before. Last year or something. Last year. Yeah, probably last year. He had one side that's a pretty rack, but the other side is messed up. And they did that same thing again this year. I haven't seen this deer this year. I ain't ran cameras. But I heard him crash. He had a pretty little rack on him. On one side, he wasn't a big deer. But this other side just don't grow right. And I don't know what it is. But I got him down. He come through here. I'm gonna give him a few minutes. But that was the fifth deer I think I've saw this morning. But I will get back with y'all here in a minute. Whenever I go down here and look at him, I'm gonna give him a little bit of time. I'm gonna go ahead and reload and everything. Let's go. I still get bumped. It don't matter. I know he's a small deer and he's young, but this is the second year that his rack has done this. So, I'm pretty sure he needed out of here. But we'll catch y'all in here in a little bit. When we go find him. Alright, so I went back to look on the video on the GoPro. And start videoing. So, or it ain't showing up yet or something. I don't know. But I don't think the video, I got the angle of me on video with the GoPro, which sucks. But we are going to get down here in just a minute. Go look and see what the blood looks like. See if I need to give him a little bit longer. I did have to lean back and put it up in there. It's standing right here. Right about there. And that tree was blocking him whenever I was just sitting here looking at him. So I had to kind of lean out to put a shot. First one of the year, the third sit of the year. I ain't been able to get out much at all this year. Just from work and the old lady working. So, I'm excited about this. Definitely not the prettiest fucking by all means. But, he definitely made it out here, I'm thinking. Because this is the second year his rack has done this. The left side he would have been a pretty deer if he had the other side too. And if he had the other side, I would have let him walk. But the left side is like a little 8-point rack. And the right side comes up about that far. And it's almost like a turkey foot. But I'm going to get down here, go look at the blood, and I will get y'all whenever either find blood or see him laying down. Alright everybody, it wasn't long after I shot, maybe 15 seconds. I thought I heard him crash. We're down here looking for blood. It's probably been about 10 minutes now. I know it ain't too long, but I know I eat him good. What we got down here, is right up there on that tree. Probably a 50, 60 yard shot. But I got some blood right here. I got on blood. It's a good long hit. See blood, there's the bubbles in it. And he's bleeding pretty good. Just off the initial shot. He bleeding pretty good. And that looks like some bone off of the shoulder right there. So, down here and start tracking him. And we'll catch y'all when we get to him. In this big power line cut, or probably didn't even make it to it, one or the other. If he did, it's super thick in there. Alright, well, everybody, I can see how he went up through here. Alright, we're still on the blood here. We probably made it about 50 yards from where we shot him. We shot him back over here on that ridge right there. But we still got the blood going. He's still bleeding pretty good. All the way up through there. I'm thinking he's just dead over this little hill right here. This big power line cut runs down. And I don't think he's made it to the power line cut, but if he did, it's gonna be a doozy because it's thick in there. It's super thick in there. But I don't think he would have made it that far. So we're just I'll keep following this trail and seeing where it takes us. So we'll catch y'all whenever we get back to the deer here. It shouldn't be long. All right, everybody. I just talked to y'all like right there. He was with the doe. I thought I heard one get up. I don't think it's him, but he's bleeding. He's bleeding good, man. He's bleeding really, really good. As you can see, he is spraying right now. He hit the tree right here, and he ain't going far. It's a bloodbath right here. But I'm thinking he's dead right here. Just on around the hill. I see blood all the way up here on these trees. He ain't far at all. This morning was a pretty good morning. Yesterday I didn't see no deer. And my dad, he saw a few. And my dad got that one. But I didn't see anything. And now today it worked out pretty good for me. I had deer all over me this morning. And I'm pretty happy about it. Get some meat in the freezer and he started, looks like he's falling right here. He's starting downhill. Right in all that thick stuff. Whew. That's gonna be rough. That's super thick in there. But, well, see what we got. Well, I seen him down there. He piled up right here, right off the thick stuff. There we go. I don't know if you can see him. Oh, that fell right there. I fell down with him. It'd be funny, wouldn't it? He's right there. Yeah, I think that doe's right here and all this thick stuff. I'm gonna stay quiet. I see him down in there. Just right through there. I don't know if y'all can see him, but I have to video this off my phone. It ain't the best. Shoot, this is gonna be rough. Dragging him up. But it ain't the best videoing. But that's all I got right now. I'm gonna have a camera. I'm gonna be getting me a camera. It's gonna be the Canon R5 or R50. Yeah, R50. I heard they're pretty good. Bleeding all over the place. You can see right here where he fell down. All the way down through here. But he's a young deer. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like to shoot young and little deer, but he's done this same thing with his rack for 2 years that I know of. The first year I thought it just got hurt during velvet or something. But I don't know. I don't know what's going on with him and what he's done. But as y'all can see right here, he's a little 8-point on this side, and then this is just, I don't know what it's doing. I'm happy with him though. I'm thankful that the Lord was able to get me on this deer this morning. It ain't the deer I was wishing for, but it is good to get him out of the herd, and it'll help out a lot. There's right there. But I'm gonna put the phone down here, just have a moment with him and appreciate him. And we will pick y'all up here in a minute, get some pictures, and we'll get the work started. All right, everybody. I've done sat here with him a minute, said a little prayer over him. I'm gonna start working and then talk to the old lady and let her know that I got one, and my dad, my brother, and her parents. But he's definitely not the prettiest deer, but he really needed out of here. These genetics ain't good in here. If he'd have been just that side like that on both, I would have let him off this morning. But we're gonna jump off here, and I'm gonna start a time lapse on cleaning him, and we'll get up with y'all in a little bit. I think I'm gonna try to drag him back up the hill instead of down. There is a road that cuts down the hill that goes up by my mom's house that I can just drive up and get him. But it's so thick down through there, and it's 60, 70 yards up that way. I think I'm gonna try to get him up that way, and the car's up here, so after I get down there, I'd have to come back and get the car. But I'm gonna try to drag him up the hill. If it's just too much and it's too steep, I mean, it don't do justice on camera, but it's a doozy. But we're gonna get off here and start to clean this deer. I'll give y'all a rundown of the morning, how everything happened. We'll start the time lapse now. All right, everybody, I got the buck loaded up. He's right here. Show y'all real quick. Got my dad over here. He helped me, but we're gonna get this back to the house, and I'm gonna finish this video up. If you like this, please like and subscribe. I hope y'all have a good hunting season, and we'll catch y'all in the next video.